For number 18, I took both of these equations, put them into my calculator. But before I can do this one, I have to get in standard form. By subtracting 3x, I get 3y equals negative 3x plus 27. Divide by 3, you get y equals negative 3 over 3x plus 27 over 3. This simplifies to negative 1x plus 9. I simply put both these in my calculator and then look for my answer. Number 19, we have an exponential equation. They're saying that n represents the initial number of bacteria. So if Miriam, whose function is f of t, I'm going to plug in 16 for n. I have f of t equals 16 to the 2t. You're trying to find out how many Jessica needs. So I basically set them equal to each other. Okay? If we kind of hack off these t's, you essentially have this. 16 squared is 256. So this is like saying what number to the fourth power is 256? That number is 4. For a recursive sequence, I know this, that f of 0 is 2. Now I'm going to plug in 0 for n. So I get f of 1 equals negative 2. Well, f of 0 is equal to 2. So I substitute. I get negative 4 plus 3. You get negative 1. Therefore, f of 1 is negative 1. Now I plug in that 1 into this recursive formula. I get negative 2, f of positive 1 plus 3. I get f of 2, negative 2. We know f of 1 is negative 1 plus 3. Negative 2 times negative 1 plus 3 should be 2 plus 3, or 5. f of 2 equals 5, choice 3. For number 21, it talks about a function where it represents the distance traveled. They want you to find the average speed between 5 and 10 seconds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in 5, and I'm going to plug in 10. Simplifying, I get 20 and 80. So my x value was 5, my output was 20, so here's your first pair of coordinates, x, y. Same thing here. I inputted 10, I was outputted with 80. Think of this as 2 points, so I'll do slope. 80 minus 20, 10 minus 5, I get 60 over 5, you get 12. Number 22, p to the fourth minus 81 is the difference of two perfect squares, namely p squared plus 9 and p squared minus 9. Notice, remember, when you see that word completely, you're probably going to do it again. P squared minus 9 is also the difference of two perfect squares, which is this. But you also have to include this in your final answer. Number 23, they wanted you to write a cost function. Z represents the number of ounces. The post office is going to cover it up to the first ounce. So what we're going to do is when we write this, we're going to make sure that we're doing Z minus 1. Well, here you go, $20 per ounce. If this expression represents the ounces, then you're doing 20 cents per ounce, 20 cents times that number. And then you're adding on that flat rate, choice 4. A polynomial contains these three factors, so I wrote it like this: y equals x times x minus 2 times x plus 5. I would suggest put it into your calculator and look to see which of these graphs it most similarly looks like. But what we know is that this graph is going to cross the x-axis at the values of x that makes each expression or factor equal to 0. So for example, what value of x makes this set of parentheses equal to 0? And that answer is 2. What value of x makes this equal to 0? Negative 5. What value of x makes x equal to 0? Well, that's 0. So which of these graphs crosses at 0, 2, and negative 5? 0, 2, and negative 5.